Hey parents, it's Mr. Jim here. This back to school season, give your kids the tools they need to have fun while they learn with Osmo. Osmo's Reading Adventure Learn to Read game is an interactive tool for kids 5 to 7 that help them practice and develop reading fundamentals. Because it's never too early to fall in love with reading. Visit playosmo.com to check out the Reading Adventure new reader kit today. That's playosmo.com. Osmo, learning well played. This August on Disney Plus. This month, our universe expands with Marvel Studios' I Am Groot. So get ready as Baby Groot takes center stage in his very own collection of 5 original shorts featuring several new and unusual characters. And then go on vacation with Lego Star Wars Summer Vacation, in which Finn, looking for a much-needed break from stormtroopers and TIE fighters, arranges a surprise vacation for his friends aboard the ultra-luxurious galactic Star Cruise. Join us this month for these out-of-the-world adventures. All these and more streaming this month only on Disney+. Hey parents, we all know that feeling of heading back to school, right? That exciting time for new pencils and fresh starts. But what about fresh lunch ideas? Boar's Head has been going back to school for over 115 years, so they know all about packing the perfect lunchbox with uncompromising quality and all-time family favorites like Ever Roast, oven roasted chicken breast, maple glazed honey coat ham, and American cheese. Boar's Head makes packing lunch easy and delicious. Look for Boar's Head at your local deli counter and learn more at boarshead.com/back-to-school. Boar's Head, compromise elsewhere.
Hello friends, it's Mr. Jim and welcome back to Kid Short Stories. Today's story comes to us from Kaylin and Eliana. Hey guys, they sent me an awesome idea for a story and you can too. Just head over to kidshortstories.com, send me your idea and maybe we'll turn it into an awesome adventure. Are you guys ready for an adventure about a lost creature in their swimming pool? What is gonna happen? Well, me too, let's go! Kaylin and Eliana had just woken up. It was the day after there was a big hurricane that came nearby. Do you know what a hurricane is, or a typhoon? Yeah, they're big storms that come over the ocean and sometimes they're pretty scary. But thankfully the one last night, it wasn't that bad. It was more like a big thunderstorm. Well, Kaylin and Eliana were eager to look out the window and see if there were branches down in their yard. Whoa, look at that one, said Kaylin. And that one, look over there. Eliana had found a big branch that had fallen off a tree, and a bunch of stuff that had blown into their yard from who knows where, but I guess it was really windy last night. Hey Kaylin and Eliana, we need you to go into the swimming pool and help us clean it out. There's a whole bunch of branches and stuff that has blown into the pool and we need your help cleaning it out. Okay. Kaylin and Eliana ran to go grab their swimsuits and put them on. They loved helping. Do you like helping with jobs and really special projects around your house with your parents? Yeah, that's a great thing to be a super duper helper. And Kaylin and Eliana, they were very eager to save the day after this big storm. After they put on their swimsuits, they ran downstairs to go towards their pool. They started pulling out these big branches that were floating at the top. And then all of a sudden, Eliana saw something swim by. Ah! Kaylin! There's something in the water. What are you talking about? It's just our swimming pool, said Kaylin. Nothing lives in here. No, I promise. I saw something swim. It was very scary looking, but I don't know what it was. I don't see anything, said Kaylin. Eliana was very careful in pulling out another branch because she had definitely seen something. She pulled out the next branch out of the water. It's a shark! She shouted. Kaylin started laughing hysterically because he thought she was joking, but she was not. Get out of here, Eliana. You're hilarious. Just hand me that branch. No, I'm serious. Look. Kaylin leaned over and took another look inside of the pool. And sure enough, there's a shark! Shouted Kaylin. How did that get here? We don't have sharks in our pool. Eliana and Kaylin were very confused. But then they realized, wait a second. Remember that big storm last night? You see all this stuff that I don't know where that came from, and we don't have palm trees in our yard. Those palm branches must have come from a really far place. I wonder if the storm somehow brought the shark here. Can you please help me? The shark can talk! Kaylin and Eliana jumped away from the pool. The shark was about 2 feet long. It was a little baby. I really need help. I somehow got lost and stuck inside this big water trap, and I can't get back to the ocean. Can you help me? Oh, hello, little shark, said Eliana. It's actually not a trap. This is our swimming pool. This is where we swim to play, but I think that big storm somehow brought you here. Do you promise that you're not going to bite us? Said Kaylin. I promise. I just want to get back to my family in the ocean. Oh, yes, certainly. We'll help you. Eliana and Kaylin ran over to their garage. They had to find a wagon and a big enough bucket for this shark to swim in. All right. Here's our wagon, but Kaylin, can you find it like a huge tub or something that we could balance on top of this wagon? Maybe that'll be good enough to get the shark to the ocean. They only lived a couple streets over from the beach, and so it was close enough to walk. Yeah, here's a big tub, said Kaylin. They put the tub on top of the wagon and filled it up with some water. All right, I don't know how we're going to get that shark in here. I hope he doesn't try to bite us, said Kaylin. Oh, I'm sure he'll be fine. He seemed really nice, said Eliana. They brought the wagon with the bucket of water over to the swimming pool. All right, little shark, what's your name? My name's Sammy. I'm really scared. I've never been out of the ocean before. Oh, don't be afraid. Well, we were kind of afraid of you, but now that we see that you're friendly, please just know that we're friendly too. We're going to help you get back to the ocean, said Eliana. Kaylin reached for the big pool scooper net. That was a big net that they used to get the leaves out of the pool. They never thought that they'd have to get a shark out of the pool. And Kaylin scooped up the shark, who was very heavy, in the net and carefully placed him in the big bucket. Oh, thank you. All right, how do we get back to the ocean? Said Sammy the shark. Well, we're going to walk there. It'll only take a couple minutes. Don't worry. Kaylin and Eliana, they started walking towards the beach, and they actually became really good friends with Sammy. On their way, they talked about all kinds of cool things. Some things that Sammy didn't know. Well, there was a lot of things that Sammy didn't know because he was a shark and wasn't a person. But there were also a lot of things that Kaylin and Eliana didn't know either. That's the cool thing about making a new friend when you're not expecting it. You learn all kinds of new things. Maybe the things that they like to talk about or the things that they like to do. And Kaylin and Eliana, they learned that this shark really loved to go surfing on the waves, that he likes to ride the waves on his belly. As Kaylin, Eliana, and Sammy the shark arrived at the beach, they were a little sad that they had to say goodbye, but they knew that the shark needed to return back to the ocean. Thank you so much for saving me, Kaylin and Eliana, said Sammy. I never could have done this without you. I would have been stuck in that pool forever. All right, well, I gotta get back to my family. Maybe I'll see you again later. Bye. As Sammy swam off in the ocean, a very, very happy shark. Kaylin and Eliana couldn't believe it. Did that storm really bring a baby shark into our swimming pool? Wow, that is a pretty crazy storm, said Kaylin. Yeah, well, I guess we got to go back and clean up some more stuff in the yard. I wonder what we'll find next, said Eliana. And that is the story about Kaylin and Eliana's experience with a giant, well, not so giant, but a hurricane that brought a shark into their swimming pool. Wow. I don't know if that will ever happen to me or you, but I'm glad it happened to Kaylin and Eliana. The end.
All right, friends, it's time to celebrate a birthday and to get your lucky guessing hats on. Our birthday kid's name starts with an L and ends with an S. What name do you think our birthday kid is? Drum roll, please. Happy birthday, Lucas! Woohoo! Who's turning 7 years old. Lucas loves to read and draw comics, play video games with his brother Ben, and is a great piano player. That is so awesome. Lucas, I'm so glad that we got to celebrate your birthday on the show. I hope you have the best birthday ever.
Great job. You listened all the way to the end, and you know what time it is. It's time for Kid Shout Outs. I want to say hey to Ting Ting from Ontario, Levi from Pennsylvania, John and Lizzie from Texas, Oliver and Quentin from New York City, Alice from Ontario, Colette and Imogen from Ireland, Owen and Adelaide from Maine, and Skyland from Arizona. I'm so glad that you're all in the Kid Short Stories family and on our spy team. We could not stop Dr. Stinky Breath and his team without you, my friends. Well, you have a super duper day, and I will see you on our next adventure. Bye.